Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this one-hour webinar on ProfitCents with myself, Ian Fletcher, and Jamie Harvey, who's an Associate Director of ProfitCents. Good morning, Jamie.
Good morning, Ian. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks. And yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad.
Pleasure to have you in the office today, Jamie. And hopefully we're going to have a nice hour looking at who ProfitCents are, what they do, and a real good demo of the tools that you've got available to really add value. So, Jamie, what are we covering today?
Basically, we're going to cover a number of topics and kind of show how ProfitCents can help you in a number of different areas. So basically, what your clients are really interested in discussing about their business. ProfitCents will enable you to very quickly create a document that will highlight key areas of strengths and weaknesses which you can focus on in a particular advisory engagement. Also, this enables you to position yourself as a trusted advisor. Move away from the compliance work more into the advisory work, which is pretty much where we see a lot of the margins being made in the accounting world today. And also, this can lead to more proactive rather than reactive management decisions. Rather than waiting for things to happen, our programs will enable you to see a little bit into the future and highlight certain areas where we can hit that area today rather than wait until it causes a problem on our P&L balance sheet and ultimately cash flow problems as a result of that. So ProfitCents is a web-based system. So to access the program, all you need is a username and password, and you're in. So you can be at home, at the client's place, at the office, wherever you have that internet access. The beauty of having the program on the cloud, so to speak, is that we can do all the enhancements, all the updates on site, and basically every time you log on to the program using your unique username and password, you're greeted with the latest version of the system. At the moment, the suite consists of 3 separate programs. We have the Analytical Procedures program, which helps with analytical review. We have the Snapshot program, which enables you to analyze the strengths and weaknesses of your business owners and compare to industry very, very easily. And then we have the Counselor program, which is more of a forward-looking tool that we'll take a look at in the demo, which will enable you to say, okay, this is where we are historically, but if we continue along the same path that we're on, this is how we're looking into the future, not only on our P&L balance sheet, but also that flows into a nice cash flow and even company valuation as well. But the real intelligent part of that program is that it will give you the ability to tweak certain things in terms of your trade debtor days, stock days, turnover growth, and see what will happen to certain areas of the business moving forward if you do make changes.
So let's have a look. Starting with Snapshot then.
Starting with Snapshot. So to generate one of these diagnostic reports, all you would do is click on the Snapshot link, and this takes you to the first stage of the generation process. So what we simply ask you for here is to enter some details regarding the client that you're running the report on, so we can give you some comparable industry data in regards to that client.
So now we've got a performance review.
Exactly. You've got a performance review of that particular client. This is just the cover page. Okay. So this is just the aesthetics on the report. And then what we will do here is get into the actual financial analysis. So this is page 1 of the financial analysis. This is the first page that your client is going to see. So basically, this text that you'll see throughout the demonstration is created by our expert system. This is what differentiates us from any other financial analysis software on the market today. We have the patent on the technology to do this. And this text will change as the numbers change from period to period as well. So you're not going to get the same text each and every time. That's why I have a lot of clients using this on a quarterly or monthly basis, because they're creating that wow factor, I guess you could say, each and every time.
The software is sophisticated enough not to give you individual bespoke text as opposed to block standard.
Exactly. It's not robotic or canned.
We won't go into that today. You can leave that if people are interested. You can talk to them about that. But it is sophisticated, and it works.
But you may want to make changes to it, right? You may want to personalize it based on some of the things that you know about the client's liquidity or profit and profit margins. And you can do that, Ian, by simply going up to the top of the report and hitting the Save to Word option.
And then edit in Word.
You can edit in Word. I'm sure that's a question for many of the accountants on the calls. I thought I would answer that before we got it. Okay? And as we go down the report, not only do we analyze in the words, we also put together a number of graphical illustrations. And you know from working with businesses for a number of years, Ian, how they respond to graphs rather than numbers and purely words.
So let's have a look at it.
Okay, I'll bring this up. So it's the Counselor program. Rather than going through the whole generation process, you know how quick and easy it is to generate these reports. I'm just going to bring a sample up here for us to take a look at. So this finds its home in Excel. Okay, so it's generated in the web and then it downloads into an Excel format so you can start to make your what-if scenario. So essentially what the program will start off with is it will look at the historical data, as you can see here.
So we've entered 3 years worth of our financial account.
And if you've already entered them into the previous program, you can pull it straight across. There's no re-input needed in each of the separate programs independently.
Good.
So basically what you can see here is an average growth or a decline in each of these areas. And simply what the system will do is pick up on that and use that to project the information forward. Just a baseline projection, okay, very simple, but it's not going to really tell the future of the business because there's a lot of changes that can happen along the way, obviously. So to kind of incorporate those changes into this model, what you can do is hit this projection controls button in the top left-hand corner, and then a panel is going to come up which enable us to make those what-if scenarios.
So we put our last 3 years accounts in, and it will project how many years forward?
You can go up to 10 years, you can go up to 20 quarters, you can go up to 36 months. You can break
so we can do this on a monthly basis, a quarterly basis, or an annual basis.
You've got it, yeah.
So we could do annual for strategic planning, monthly for cash flow, profit and loss, sort of setting targets.
Yeah, you've got it.
Excellent.
Okay, so I'll just show you the functionality of this, if I may. So if you just wanted to basically move turnover growth up, set them a different goal, you could either incrementally move this up using this dial, as you can see here, or you can just go ahead and type a new number into the system, let's say 8%, hit enter, and then the work that will change accordingly on the right-hand side, as you just see there.
So the growth will be 8% compounded over the next 3, 5, 10 years or months, whatever you do.
Yeah, but say maybe one of your businesses is a bit more seasonal and they react at different times in different quarters. You can also accommodate for that as well. To do that, you go over here and hit the projection type. You would choose quarterly. Let's break it down quarterly. And let's just choose 10 quarters. You hit update. And now you'll see that these columns have changed from annual to quarterly right here on the page for us.
Let's put the annual figures in, but now we're projecting forward monthly or quarterly.